Picture yourself being raised in a struggling neighborhood where hardship is a daily reality and a better future feels just out of reach. This is the story of Howard Schultz, the man who turned Starbucks into a global empire. But his journey started in poverty, rejection, and struggle. Howard Schultz was born in 1953 in Brooklyn, New York, in a low-income housing complex. His father was a truck driver, and his mother was a stay-at-home mom. Life was tough. Then, one day, everything changed. His father lost his job. There was no health insurance, no savings, just struggle. Howard saw his parents' pain and made a promise. He would never let his own family suffer like this. Howard found his escape in sports. He was good at basketball and football, and it got him into college. But even there, he felt out of place. Most students came from wealthy families. He worked as a bartender, a salesman, even in a fur store just to survive. He had no safety net, no shortcuts, just hustle. After college, Howard got a job at Xerox, selling copiers door to door. It taught him the art of sales and persuasion. But deep down, he knew this wasn't his calling. Then he found it. A small Seattle coffee company called Starbucks. In 1981, Howard stepped into Starbucks, a small coffee retailer in Seattle. He was blown away by the coffee, the passion, and the culture. He had to be a part of it. Howard convinced the founders to hire him as director of marketing. But what he saw changed everything. On a trip to Italy, Howard discovered something magical. Coffee shops weren't just places to drink coffee, they were community hubs. He returned to Seattle with a vision to transform Starbucks into an Italian-style cafe experience. But when he pitched the idea to the owners, they rejected him. The Starbucks founders thought Howard's idea was too risky. They didn't want to change the business model. Howard was crushed, but he wasn't ready to give up. If they wouldn't do it, he'd do it himself. Howard left Starbucks and started his own coffee company, Il Giornale. It wasn't easy. He struggled to get funding. 217 investors rejected him, but he kept pushing. On the 218th try, he got a yes. With funding secured, he launched his first coffee shop, inspired by Italy, and it was a success. 2 years later, Starbucks was up for sale. Howard took the biggest risk of his life. He bought the company for $3.8 million. He had won, but the real challenge was just beginning. Howard's vision transformed Starbucks. He introduced espresso drinks, cozy cafes, and a customer-first culture. Under his leadership, Starbucks expanded from 11 stores to over 30,000 worldwide. Looking back, Howard Schultz's story isn't just about coffee. It's about persistence, belief, and never giving up. He turned rejection into motivation and poverty into success. Today, Starbucks is more than a coffee shop. It's a global brand. And Howard? He became a billionaire, but he never forgot his roots. That's why Starbucks was one of the first companies to offer healthcare and education benefits to employees, so no worker would suffer like his father did. Howard Schultz's journey is proof that your background doesn't define you. Hard work, vision, and resilience do. No matter how many times you're rejected, no matter how hard the journey gets, if you believe in your dream, fight for it. And if you love a good underdog story, hit like and comment below. Who should we cover next? Dream big, work hard, never stop believing. See you in the next video.